What's up, YouTubers? Got some coffee and some fuel. Talk to the dude. Get this piece with get this some boy with a 4-piece combo. Jesus jokes. They give him 4 Bibles. He said he was training. I said, well, no training is complete without figuring out you can hand out Bibles all over the country for the rest of your career. And he was like, I never thought about that. So I gave him 4 Bibles. I said, give one to your old lady.
There's a lane closure ahead.
And,
There's a lane closure ahead.
I said, do you have a Bible? He said, yeah, I got one on my nightstand at home. I said, oh, so you go home every night? He said, no, not every 2 weeks. I won't bring it in the truck. I said, you want one? I got a whole bunch of them. Took it around there. And he dapped it up. With each joke I told was the introduction. Then we talked about Bible study. Then I gave him some Bibles and instruction where to get cases of Bibles and how to hand them out across the countryside. Wasn't enough time for no description on how to identify the fish or any of that. But the unity between him and his wife by being on the same page. Critical information for sure. Big black fella, probably about 25. But man, I hated that Bible that had the semi on the front of it. And him being new like that. And yeah. It's perfect timing, really. Gotta give all that credit to God. The timing, the resources, the jokes, the personality, all of that. In my whole life, that's the only thing I got right. That's enough to sleep good at night right there. Anyway, lady in the building, got that there coffee. I got some pure vanilla extract, the real stuff. And I got this sweetener called Pure Stevia only. I got some cow, 30% chocolate. And some real deal bona fide lab tested honey. I made that. I put a scoop of that, 2 scoops of collagen, 1 scoop of cow, 1 scoop of creatine. Wee little scoop. So that's what I made with my coffee. This is my 2nd cup of the day. But to get to the destination, I have to drive for 8 hours straight immediately. Do my post trip, get in the sleeper, hopefully get time back at 7 or 8 hours to finish the load. I don't think it's going to give it to me though. It's kind of rolling the dice when you do your 8-2 split or whatever. So I think if I stop early for 2 hours, then it just gives me the rest of this shift. You know what I mean? And then, so it's kind of wonky the way that works out. I probably should have tried to get up in the middle of the night to see if it gave me time back last night and then drive again or whatever, but it's just, yeah, I mean, I had a pre-planned load and it fell through and then there was delay and then figure it out. Then the pickup was in a different spot. It's like, okay, 1,400 miles overnight, go. I'm like, I don't think I can go 1,400 miles overnight, but you know, we're gonna head that way, see how it goes. And that's how I ended up meeting up over here and doing that. And so I'm in line in there, and I was telling jokes. And I was talking to this guy beside me, but the dude in front of me was laughing, talking about being positive and all that. I said, yeah, I was talking to the dispatch and everything. I said, look, man, I know people call you up and they're frustrated and start acting crazy, but dude, I am crazy. I'm trying to act normal. Can you help me with that? Like, just like, no more opportunity to call. You know? Boy, they busted out laughing with that. And I was telling guys, like, no, really, like, for real, tell your dispatcher that. Like, look, man, I'm not going to call you up and be all mad. Like, I'm bad anyway. I'm hoping you will ease my pain some, buddy. And us truck drivers, we have that pain, you know, because like we're just like a, you know, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage, and I'm just out here working and stuff. But none of it really matters. It's just like a game to me. You know, it's like I'm just playing a video game, driving or whatever like that, and then like my bonus points, my level up, my, you know, mushroom, or my ability to toss fire comes directly from, you know, Holy Ghost living in me. Excuse me. Now I seen another guy talking, and he was on the thingy, and he said some of this stuff is like a fart, or what was it, a sneeze, fart, or cough. He's like, you don't know when you're going to do it or where, or just go poop, fart or go poop. It's like you don't really know when or where you're going to get the urge, but you'll know it when the time is right. You'll know. Man, dude, that was pretty. Oh, he's talking about dark humor, and how did he say it? And I messed it up. Obviously, you can tell when it's not original. And that guy is a Tibosaurus Rex. He has a YouTube and a Patreon channel, and that was from his Patreon channel. And the guy has a level of wisdom. Like, if you want to sight in a rifle and hear about the Mosaic Law, dude has it dialed in for real. And you need to go over there and subscribe to his stuff, because like, he literally has it dialed in. Like, he'll give you the what's up on scopes, and then like he'll give you the what's up on like seeing. Like, so that's like a scope dialed in both ways with the rifle and with his ministry, and that you just don't find that. You just don't find that. Like, he talks a lot about defeating stress via living in reality. You know, so that's a very good thing. And he's just a good dude. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I don't know how much is on his channel. I found it because he had a thing about the end times, and he had decoded some of the prophecy, and which sounds out there, but in reality, he looked at that translation where they're talking about a woman in a flying basket, which is obviously an incorrect translation. And somewhere, like if you Google where does the Bible talk about a woman in a flying basket, that should take you to the right book and approximate locations. That's a way to find an address. However, when you read that, and then you get on Tibosaurus Rex YouTube channel, he'll walk you through. It's not even a very long video. It's real good, real good. Highly interesting. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever thought to yourself, you know, reading about the fall of Rome is interesting, and how does that apply to America today? If you're that kind of guy, this dude is your cup of tea, for real. And I mean, he's like a thermos though, because he's highly intelligent and educated and thoroughly versed in get her done. And he don't sound like a dumbass like I do. He sounds like he really knows what he's talking about, but he's not condescending. He's a real dude. You know what I mean? So, highly recommended. Okay, rock him. Go get him.